x plus tan inverse y will be, first thing, that if x and y are less than 1, if x and y are less than 1, then tan inverse x, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y will be tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Okay, if x is xy is greater than 1 and both are greater than 0, that means x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0, right? Because xy multiplied can, if it is greater than 1, then both can be either negative or both can be positive. So this is the case when both are positive. So this will be pi plus tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. This part will remain same. We just add pi. Okay. And the last one is, if same thing, if xy is greater than 1, okay, and x is less than 0 and y is less than 0. Okay. So in this case, we'll have minus of pi plus tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Okay, just write this once again, copy this once again. Copy this once again. Okay, the second set of properties, the second property we had was, tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y, tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y will be tan inverse of x minus y upon 1 plus xy if xy is greater than minus 1. Okay, pi, so pi plus tan inverse of x minus y upon 1 plus xy if xy is less than minus 1 and x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0. And the third one is minus pi plus tan inverse of x minus y upon 1 plus xy, where xy is less than minus 1 and both are negative. So x is greater than 0 and y is less than 0, and in this case xy minus 1 and x is less than 0, x is less than 0 and y is greater than 0. Okay, just copy these two once again. Okay, then we'll start solving questions based on this. Okay, fine, done. Okay, so let's solve some question based on this. So first question is, you can just check the properties. Okay, whatever you have written, you can just check them and you can solve the question. So first is, find the value of tan inverse 2, tan inverse half plus tan inverse half plus tan inverse 1 by 3. Find the value of this. pi by 4. Okay, yes, very good. So let's see. So this is the case of the first kind of property where xy is less than 1, right? So we'll simply write tan inverse of x. This is simply tan inverse of x minus plus tan inverse of y. So this will be simply tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Okay, so this will give you, I think, tan inverse of 1, which is nothing but pi by 4. Very good, excellent. So this was first, very simple question. Second, write down, if x and y is greater than 0, if x and y is greater than 0, then find tan inverse of x by y minus tan inverse of x minus y upon x plus y. If x and y both are greater than 0, then find the value of tan inverse of x by y minus tan inverse of x minus y upon x plus y. Yes, pi by 4 is correct. See, in the first question, they are asking you to find the value of this. So this is equals to what, right? So basically, this is, if you look at the property, so this is tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y, right? So, and these properties will be used depending on the y values of x and y. So if you multiply x and y, and if x and y is less than 1, if you multiply x and y is less than 1, then you can simply put tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy, right? So simply what I've done is that in this case, I've simply taken tan inverse of x is what? X is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 plus y is what? 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 upon 1 minus 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. So this will become tan inverse of, this will become 5 by 6, and this will be also 5 by 6. So this gets cancelled. So this is nothing but tan inverse of 1. And tan inverse of 1 is nothing but pi by 4. Understood? Fine. So basically what I've taken, this as x, this is capital X, means this is x and this is y. And I know for x into y, if it is greater than 1, oh sorry, less than 1, if x into y is less than 1. So here x into y is what? X into y is 1 by 6, which is obviously less than 1. Okay. So that is why we have taken this property. Fine. Okay. Fine. Now solve this one. So this is x and y are both greater than 0. X and y are both greater than 0, and tan inverse of x by y minus tan inverse of x minus y upon x plus y. You have to find the value of this. Yes, pi by 4 is correct. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so how we can solve? So basically, let's see. So I'll solve this one. So this is for if x and y are both greater than 0, then we know if x and y are both greater than 0, then we know that this part will also be greater than 0. X by y will also be greater than 0. If x and y individually are greater than 0, then we know that this part will also be greater than 0. Just wait. Right now, if this is yes, so now this is greater than 0. Here we have x minus y upon x plus y. Okay, so let's see what we can bring this term to. And now we can simplify this term. So this is tan inverse of x minus y upon x plus y. Right? So we can write this term simply as tan inverse of, if I'll divide both with x. So this will become tan inverse of 1 minus y by x upon 1 plus y by x. This will become tan inverse of 1 minus y by x upon 1 plus y by x. Right? Now see, if this part can be, this is what tan inverse of 1 minus suppose if I take this as t, and this will also become t. So this is something like tan inverse of 1 minus t upon 1 plus t, right? 1 minus t upon 1 plus t, and what is 1? 1 is at 10 pi by 4, right? Understood? So this is tan inverse of pi by 4, right? And this is a value, okay? So if this I will take, just wait, if this I will consider, and if I'll compare this with the property, in which I have written tan inverse of x minus y upon 1 plus xy. So something like that, 1 minus of t, so here 1 is x, so 1 minus t upon 1 plus xt, right? So this I can simplify further, into the form where we have, tan inverse of 1 minus tan inverse of 1 minus tan inverse of y by x. So this will get, this can be simplified into this form, tan inverse of 1 minus tan inverse of y by x. If I simply substitute this here, so this will become tan inverse of x by y minus of tan inverse of 1 minus of tan inverse of y by x. Okay, so this will get simplified further into, so tan inverse of 1 is nothing but pi by 4. So this is tan inverse of x by y, minus, this is pi by 4, so minus of pi by 4 plus tan inverse of y by x, okay? Till here just copy down, just check if you understood till here. Okay, this one everybody understood till this part? Okay, fine. So what we have done, we know that, see this, when you forget about this part, when you look at this, we know we have x minus y upon x plus y. Generally, when you see this term, and if you have to, and we have here x by y, right? So what I will do, I will divide numerator and denominator with x, because x is greater than 0. So we'll divide numerator and denominator with x. So what will you get? You will get 1 minus y by x. When you divide, you will get 1 minus y by x and 1 plus y by x, right? So this is basically tan inverse of a minus b upon 1 plus ab. This is a minus b upon 1 plus ab. So we can, if we look at the properties, this is something like this: tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y. If instead of x, if I substitute 1, and instead of y, if I substitute y by x, instead of y I will substitute y by x. So if this is the case, right? So what will this become? So this will become tan inverse of 1 minus tan inverse of y by x. This will be nothing but tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of 1 minus y by x upon 1 plus y by x. Okay, so basically what I have done, I have expanded this into this form. I've expanded this into this form. So this will simply become 10 inverse of 1 minus 10 inverse of y by x. Okay. And I will simply, this is what, this is equals to this. This is equals to this. So I will substitute this in this form, right? So if I then substitute this, so this will become 10 inverse of x by y, which is simply as that. This part is this. So I have simply substituted this. So this becomes minus of 10 inverse of 1, which is nothing but pi by 4. This is nothing but pi by 4. Minus will become plus. So this will become 10 inverse of pi by x. Okay. So afterwards we will get 10 inverse of x by y minus pi by 4 plus 10 inverse of y by x. Okay. Now we also have properties on cot and tan, right? So the property on cot and tan will, so if we have seen that tan inverse of 1 by x will be cot inverse of x. Tan inverse of 1 by x will be cot inverse of x for x greater than 0. Tan inverse of 1 by x will be cot inverse of x for x greater than 0. If you remember this property, we have done this. So instead of tan y by x, I will simply substitute cot x, cot inverse of x. So this will become tan inverse of x by y minus pi by 4. This will become plus cot inverse of x by y. This will become cot inverse of x by y, right? And we have a property on summation of tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x. If you remember, the tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equals to tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of y is equals to pi by 2. So if I have this thing, tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y, tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x is equals to pi by 2. So this will simply become pi by 2 minus pi by 4. So this will simply become pi by 4. This is, if I combine this and this is simply pi by 2 minus pi by 4. So this is pi. Understood? I'll turn the page. This is tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x is equals to pi by 2. If you remember, sin inverse of x plus sin inverse of cos inverse of x was also equals to pi by 2, right? So same thing I've used here. This will become this. Okay. Just check once again. Fine. Okay. Let's do one more question. So this question I'm taking from the NCERT books. Okay. So let's see. So we can prove from NCERT books. I'm taking the questions now, so that you will have some practice for your test also. Also, one more thing. Yes. So for your test, just let me see the pattern. Let me check the pattern. Just wait. Okay. So what your this time Monday you will have your half yearly or like term exam, right, for 12th. So basically what you'll have is that the pattern is for maths. Just note this down. This is very important. So this is for maths. You will have 20 marks, 20 questions, 1 mark, 20 questions. This will be 1 mark. Okay, and then you will have 7 questions. You will have 2 marks. So this is 20 marks total, this is 14, right? Then you have 7 question 3 marks, so you'll have 7 questions. This is 20 question 1 mark question, 20 question 1 mark each, 7 question 2 mark each, then you have 7 question 3 mark each. Okay, you will have 3 marks, so you'll have 21, right? And then you have and then you will have 3 questions with 5 marks. है ना? In these 3 questions 5 marks, I think it is, yeah, it is NCERT test. This week Monday you will have NCERT test, right? So this will be the total mark distribution. So this will be 10. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think it is 70 marks. Okay, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So total 70 marks, right? So this exam will be completely based on NCERT. And NCERT books. Okay, no JEE books is required, right? Yeah. No question beyond NCERT will be asked, है ना? But don't think that suppose in NCERT they have asked sine inverse of 5 only, so sine inverse of 6 cannot be asked. Okay. है ना? Okay, fine. So basically similar question from NCERT books will be asked. Okay, similar questions from NCERT will be asked. Understood? Fine. Okay, one more thing. So this is 14.
Amit sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry to interrupt. Max will be out of 80.
Like pattern sir has given is this thing only, sir?
I think this is for science, but there is some difference in max.
Okay, just let me check.
Yeah. Okay.
No, binary operation is not in the syllabus. Binary operation is not in the syllabus. Okay. One more thing. Yeah, it is. I'll tell. Maths is from 80, but I think there will be something change in this part. Something will be changed in this part. Okay. Maths is out of 80. This is for science, right? But something will be changed out of this, right? So, but 20 marks, 1 mark question, 7 marks, 2. This one will be same. In this part you will have options. Okay, sub options. Total will be 80. Something in this, I think out of instead of 3 they will ask 4 or 5 questions. Hai na? Fine. Okay. Now one more thing, binary operation is not in the syllabus. Yeah, miscellaneous, you have to do miscellaneous also. Miscellaneous is part of CBSE. Okay, fine. 2 more for, yeah, I think 2 more for 5 marks question. Hai na? I think it will be 5 questions 5 marks. It will be 5 questions 5 marks. So you will have 25 here. Then you will have. Hai na? Okay. So what you'll have, binary operation is not in the syllabus. Only questions will be asked from NCERT books. Okay, NCERT books is the only source for these questions for your CBSE exam, means for your school exam. Okay. Now one more thing that just wait. Yes, the method of writing the exam will be 9 a.m. on Monday. 9 a.m. on Monday you will be given your exam paper. Okay, 9 a.m. Monday online. So 9 a.m. Monday you will be given. Binary operation is not in the syllabus, so binary operation you don't have to do. Even though we have done in the class, it was removed from the syllabus, so you don't have to do binary. Okay, so 9 a.m. Monday you will be given online paper. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to solve the paper. Just let me see the timings. You have to write the test till 12. You have to write the test till 12 p.m. Okay, so 3 hours you will be given. Okay, and then till 12:30. 12:30 you have to submit the paper by taking the photo, by taking the snap pic of the writing sheet which you have done. Okay, and then convert that into the PDF format. Okay, so then till 12:30 you have to submit your working. Okay, so till 12, so 3 hours exam. Fine. So till 12:30 you have, till 12 you have to write, then till 12:30 you have to take the snapshot and you have to submit. Okay, the site or the place where you have to submit, right, you will be told. Okay, you will be told. Fine. So basically take the snapshot, and okay, one more thing, you can do one thing, that all of you can download this software. Just wait. This is Cam Scanner. Okay, this is a Cam Scanner. So this is no video. You cannot use the video. Okay, only, so basically Cam Scanner you can download, right? This does not need you to pay any subscription fee or anything. So you can use Cam Scanner. You can take the pic one after the other. No, just use Cam Scanner. This will automatically convert it into PDF. There is no need to sign in. Just take Cam Scanner. This is the best way to just take the snap. It will automatically adjust everything. Just take the snap using Cam Scanner and just upload it. And uploading site will be given. Cam Scanner you can take, download it as a PDF. Okay, and then submit it. One more important thing is that when you are writing the paper, so suppose questions are serial accordingly 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So don't start solving the paper from 3 first. Okay, please start solving the paper from question number 1, then question number 2, then question number 3. Okay, or even if you are starting solving the exam from question number 3, please arrange and take the snap, take the copy or take the photo from Cam Scanner using first page first question first, second question second, and third question third. Okay, and try to use minimum number of sheets. Okay, so if you are a person who generally use 20 sheets in a paper, try to convert that 20 into 50. Okay, do not use 30 or 50 pages to solve this exam. Yeah, only answer is required. Just remember to write question number. Okay, do not simply just write the answer. For 20 marks, for 20 questions, 1 mark, do not write. So suppose for first question the answer is 5. For first question the answer is 5. So do not write this thing. First question answer is 5. Do not write this thing. First, so and 5 was option A. So write 1. First question 1 and then answer A, like this. Understood? No, bache, no. Please just keep pages according to the question number. That will be convenient for all of us. So because this is the first time we are having this kind of an exam, so it will be convenient for all of us. So the correction will be done and will be returned on the same portal. The portal will also be mentioned. We will give you the checked copies along with your marks. Yeah, 20 marks, MCQ are 20 marks. No, we will not be watching. Bacha, see, we believe that you will not cheat during the exam. There is no point of cheating, right? So we will not observe you and we will not ask you to post a video or something that when you are writing the exam. But you can use A4 sheet, anything, bacha, anything. Just the photo, the snap which you will use using the Cam Scanner, that should be clear enough. Don't just take half of the page. Don't take the picture of half of the page and then, yeah. So yeah, when you will that thing, portal and how you have to write and how you have to log in, that will be mentioned, right? So that is why we are giving you sufficient time. So suppose instead of 9, we are starting at 9:10. right? So we will give you enough time to explain and to tell where you have to upload and all. No, but Cam Scanner is better. Adobe Scanner is not that. I mean, I do not know about Adobe Scanner. Anything you can use. I'm not saying this is the only software you have to use. You can use this because this is the best thing which I am also using. If I have to take a picture of the page, I will use Cam Scanner. This is the better thing. No binary operation. Fifth time I'm telling. Srivatsan, fifth time I'm telling no binary operation. There is no binary operation, only from first and second chapter, which is relations and functions, and from your inverse trigonometry functions. Okay, no binary question will be. No, we will tell. We will tell when you're writing the exam. Means when you have written the exam, we will tell you, or definitely prior to that, we will tell you that where you have to upload. Okay. So generally it will be the same place where you so we will tell you the portal also, right? We will give you time to read also, don't worry, right? So if it is 9, so that is why we have given you buffer time for half an hour. For half an hour we have given you buffer time. But you cannot, you see, if you are you can write but is solving paper, you have to write the answer. We will tell Saran, we will tell. See, one more thing, see, wait. Arey bachcho, wait. On the same day, 9 a.m. approximately around 9 a.m. you will be given the paper. Before this, maybe one day before on Saturday, you will be given instructions on where to download and where to upload. And proper information will be given where to write your name or to write your roll number. Everything will be given. Okay. Syllabus has already been told to you. Syllabus has already been told to you. Your syllabus will be first chapter, second chapter, and in first chapter binary operations are not included. First chapter and second chapter, all questions will be based on the questions from NCERT. Fine. Okay. The way you have to write the exam. The best way to write the exam is use A4 sheets, which I am using. Use A4 sheets. I think everybody must be having A4 sheets. If not, then tear down blank sheet paper from your book or copy, whatever you call it, and then write on that. It should be blank. Better is to write the exam on blank paper. Fine. Okay. Fine. The exam pattern I have already told you. Total marks will be 80. 20 marks will be your objective. 7 questions will be 2 marks. 7 questions will be 3 marks, and I think 5 questions will be 5 marks. Weightage will be equal, bacha. Weightage, don't ask me weightage and all. That is like, don't worry, paper will be easy. Weightage will be 50-50, almost 50-50. So read both the chapters. I think in the last part there will be some internal choice. I think, but I'm not 100% sure. But in the last part there will be internal choice, because in physics, in science they are giving. So I think in maths also they will. That Sanjana, the format in which you have to write your name or your school name, that will be told. So don't worry about how to write the name, where to download the paper. But I'm telling you that this thing will be happening. Like, things will be happening in this format. Okay, this will be the way. Nahi bacha, don't think that only one topic, only relation function or inverse trigonometry, if you have done, then that will be enough. No. Please read both the parts, because relation and function we have already done in 11th class. But I think 5 marks question will be 5, because the paper will be of 20 marks. So I think 5 marks question will be, you will get 5 questions. Okay, fine. Nahi bache, I don't think so. You will have classes. Sir, they will have classes during the exam?
No, sir. In between the exams, there are no classes.
Okay.
But I think the mark distribution max is like 1 into 20.
Okay.
2 marks, 6 question.
2 marks, 6 questions. Okay, just wait, just wait. So 20 questions into 1. So 20 questions.
Yeah.
This is question. This is marks. Huh.
6 questions into 2.
6 questions into 2.
Yeah. 6 questions into 4.
6 questions into 4.
And 4 questions into 6.
4 questions into
4
6.
questions, 6 marks.
This is
Yeah.
So this is 80. And will there be any internal choice, sir? Last.
Yeah, there will. Yeah, there will be internal choices in 6 mark and all. I'm not sure how many questions, but
Okay.
they will be.
Okay, fine, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will not have any exam during your term exam, and this is the pattern. You will have 20 marks into 1, 20 marks, 6 question into 2, 12 marks, 6 question into 4, 24 marks, 4 question into 6, 24 marks. Right? See, I'm not saying every question will be taken from NCERT. है ना? So, but the question will be based on the question asked in NCERT. Right? The level will be of NCERT. So suppose I'm giving an example, just listen very carefully. है ना? This is for every student, not just for KNMS. Every student. This is not just for KNMS class. This is for every student, bacha. है ना? Vetri, this is for every student. So suppose internal choice will be for 6 mark question. है ना? There will be internal choice for. So suppose in NCERT, listen very carefully. Suppose in NCERT they have asked sign only one question. Sine inverse of 6. What is the value of sine inverse of x? 6. And if we have asked sine inverse of 7, then don't say that, sir, this is out of syllabus. है ना? This is a question very similar to the question asked in NCERT. Understand this thing and don't ask me question based on this question now. This thing. That question will be based on NCERT. We might or might not ask exact same question from NCERT, but question will be based on the question asked in NCERT. Understood? The question which we will ask will be somewhat similar to the question asked in NCERT. Don't worry, we will not ask you JEE Advanced or JEE Level. We will not ask JEE Advanced or JEE Level question, right? But NCERT knowledge is enough. NCERT knowledge is enough. So for studying for your this thing, for your term exam, just read NCERT and solve as many questions of NCERT as you can, which I have been telling you from day one, that please solve NCERT, please solve NCERT. Okay. So today what we'll do, we are after the properties, we will do some questions on NCERT. Assertion reasoning no बच्चे, assertion reasoning नहीं आता है ना? There will be no assertion reasoning. However, indirectly it is a reasoning. It's just subjective. It is a subjective question, right? It's a subjective question, so there is a reasoning involved. You have to write the answer in a subjective format. I think during the exam you will not have any other class. है ना? You will not have any other class. Okay, fine. Okay, so write this question. Okay, so just wait. So like they have asked you, so they have asked you a question in your NCERT. So tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 2 by 11. You have to show that this is equals to tan inverse of 3 by 4. You have to show that this is equals to tan inverse of 3 by 4. So solve this question. नहीं बच्चे, during your exam classes won't be conducted. Karthik, I just told you now that during your exam classes won't be conducted. Okay, so don't worry about that. Fine. So this is your NCERT question. So, see, something similar to this we have just done. Something similar to thing we have just did, right? Where we have done this question, right? Fine. Everybody understood this one, right? Very good. Now write one more question. So this was your NCERT question. A into B is less than 1. So we will simply use tan inverse of so we'll simply use tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy, and you will get this result, right? This is very simple. This is from your NCERT, right? One more question. So they have given that prove tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of 2x upon 1 minus x square. Tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of 2x upon 1 minus x square is equals to tan inverse of 3x minus x cube upon 1 minus 3x square, right? Where mod of x is less than 1 by root 3. This is what they have asked you to prove. Now think about this question. So prove that this is equal to this. Representation of graph can be asked. So represent graph is graph and graph representation of a function on a graphical or graphical approach is there in NCERT. So it can be asked. Don't worry. This is 3x minus x cube 1 minus 3x square. 3x minus x cube upon 1 minus 3x square. Okay, solve this one. No, for 1 mark question, just you can write the answer. There is no point of taking the work. For 1 mark question, you can simply write the answer. Done? This one is done? Yes, this is theta, this is 2 theta, and this is nothing but 3 theta. Very good, Sundaram, very good. This is theta, this is 2 theta, this is 3 theta. Now see what they have done is, mod of x is less than equals to 1 by root 3, right? Mod of x is less than equals to 1 by root 3, right? So that means if I will write tan inverse of x is equals to theta, if I will write tan inverse of x is equals to theta, then what is the range of theta? Theta is less than 30 degree or pi by 6 and greater than minus pi by 6, right? So theta is less than pi by 6 and greater than minus pi by 6. Also if we look at the formula, the first one, tan inverse of x, tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equals to tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy, where x into y should be less than 1. We can apply the formula directly. Very good. Where x and y is less than 1. So what I will do, I will simply take use of this. I will simply make use of this, right? So x is less than 1 by root 3. So I will simply take this, right? So one more thing that they have said that this is, yes, see, so what we can do is, so this is tan inverse of x plus we have tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of 2x upon 1 minus x square equals to tan inverse of x minus x cube. Right, where they have given that mod of x is less than 1 by root 3. Okay, so first what I will do, I will solve the way in which your book has solved, in which NCERT book has solved. Okay, so what they have done is that they have proved that RHS is equals to LHS. Okay, so they have proved that this is 3 theta and they have taken this as, they have proved that this will also become 3 theta. So on the right hand side, what they have done is that x they have taken as tan theta. So x they have taken as a random variable, randomly tan theta for some value of theta. So x they have taken as tan theta for some value of theta. So this will become tan inverse of, anything is better. I'm just showing what they have done in your book. So right hand side to left hand side to already you can take tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. Okay. But what they have done in your book is I'm just showing you in that way also, so that you won't be confused that okay sir, from right hand side they have proved, can they prove also from left hand side? Okay. So tan inverse of this thing will become 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta upon 1 minus 3 tan square theta, right? So this will become, this is nothing but tan of 3 theta. This we know this formula is for tan of 3 theta. So this will become tan inverse of tan of 3 theta, right? Tan of 3 theta. And this will simply become 3 theta. This will simply become 3 theta, and which is nothing but this. So this is nothing but 3 of tan inverse of x, because theta we already know is tan inverse of x, right? And now what they have done, they have shown that this is nothing but that this is 3 tan inverse of x we are getting from right hand side. And what they have shown is that tan inverse of this we can write as x plus x upon 1 minus x into x. So this is nothing but tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of x. So this is nothing but 2 into tan inverse of x, right? So 2 tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of x, 3 tan inverse of x plus 3 tan inverse of x. So you can use the property, or you can use in this way also. Understood? Either you can solve in this way or you can use the property, both are fine. Everybody understood? Let's see one more question we can solve in the same pattern.
Hello, Amit sir.
Yes, sir.
So I've got a confirmation regarding the mark statement fully. How many internal choices? Shall I tell?
Is it a different from what you told?
Yeah, actually they will not be 20 MCQ. There will be 10 MCQs only as per the new CBSE pattern.
Acha, okay, fine. Okay.
If you could write there 20 into 1. It's 20 into 1 itself.
Okay.
20 questions of 1 mark.
Okay.
Section A.
Okay, fine.
But that will be divided as the first 10 questions will be MCQ.
Okay. First 10 questions
MCQ.
will be MCQ.
Next 5 questions, fill in the blanks. Next 5 questions, fill in the blanks.
Okay. 95 questions, fill in the blanks.
And next 5 questions, answer the following.
Next 5 questions. So this will be like one word answer or something like that, right?
Yeah, it will be a short answer, very short answer, short answer.
Okay, answer the following. Answer.
Yeah. In this, out of 20 questions, there will be 3 internal choices. Total 20. In section A, 3 questions will have internal choices in the 20 questions of section A.
Okay.
It may be from MCQ, it may be from fill in the blanks, it may be from answer the following. But totally, they will have 3 internal choices.
Okay.
That 1 mark question.
Fine. So, but total marking will be 20, right?
Yes, sir. 10 plus 5 plus 5.
Okay.
The then next one is.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me.
Next is 2 marks, 6 questions. Same what we discussed. 2 marks, 6 questions.
2 marks.
6 questions of 2 marks. Yeah.
2 marks, 6 questions. Okay. And then.
Same in that 6 questions, there will be 2 internal choices.
Acha, okay. Means they will be given 8 questions.
Not like that, sir. 1 question, internal choice. It's not from 8 you have to choose 6. Same question, like maybe first question, this one or this one.
Okay. Fine. Understood.
That is internal choice.
Okay.
Yeah. Out of 6 questions, any 2 questions will be having internal choices.
Acha, okay. Means all fine. I understood. Okay. Next.
Yes, sir. Next one is 6 questions of 4 marks.
6 questions of 4 marks. Again, will there be any choice?
Two internal choices will be there.
Okay, fine.
Then 4 questions of 6 marks.
4 questions of 6 marks. And here we will have, I think,
2 internal choices. Again, okay. 2 internal choices.
Fine. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Fine. So what is happening in all these questions? You will have internal choices. Internal choice, right? So what do we mean by internal choice? So suppose I'm explaining, okay? So just listen very carefully. So suppose what you have, suppose I have 6 questions are given. So suppose you have question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, question 5, and question 6. Listen very carefully. Suppose these are these 6 questions of 2 marks. Question 6, 6 question of 2 marks. So what they might give you, that any of the two question, they will give you an option, right? So in question number 2, there will be 2 options. So you can either choose this or you can choose this. In question 4, either you can choose this or choose this, right? It is not necessary that every question will have two subparts, from which you can choose. So they will give you any 2 questions out of which you can choose. Sir, is this correct, right? Fine. Similarly, so this is correct,
Yes,
right?
sir, you're correct. You're correct. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So similarly for the remaining questions also, so for 6 into 4 also you will have 2 internal choices, and 4 into 6 also you have 2 internal choices. For 4 into 6 also I'm explaining. So 4, suppose you have 4 question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4. So again in this you will have any 2 question can have 2 internal choice. So this might have 2 internal choice, and this might have 2 internal choice. So from these 2 you can either choose this one or this one or this one or this one. Don't think that every question will have 2 internal choices. Understood? So out of these 4 questions, only these 2 questions are having internal choices. Remaining these 2 are not having. So these 2 are compulsory for